Hello guys, so we have some very important news today. So MyForex Funds has closed down their business. They're being investigated by the US authorities. They have been doing some really shady things behind closed doors, so I will cover it in this video. But I also want to give you first a quick breakdown of the whole situation, then I want to give you my thoughts and I want to answer some of the most important questions going forward in regards to prop firms and this whole prop firm industry. So most of the information in this video will actually be from Kimmel Trading. He made a great in-depth analysis of the whole situation. I'll link his video in the description, so definitely check it out. It's really informative and he made some really good points. But yeah, I'll give you a quick breakdown. So what happened? Well, on the 31st of August, around midnight, I was placing a Euro-Japanese yen sell order in my MyForex Funds challenge account, and basically something was off, something did not work, the spreads were not right, the markets were not really moving, the server was not responding, so I immediately knew that probably MyForex Funds is down and something was not good on their end. A couple of minutes later, we got an announcement that they are pausing their business or maybe even closing down their business because they're being investigated by a US authority and they have some sort of court meetings, court hearings. So everything was stopped, everything was paused, no refunds, no payouts, no nothing. So in those first few hours or the first day, we did not really know what was happening. Why was MyForex Funds being investigated? We just thought it was some new regulation, so they needed to comply for the new regulation. But then a couple of hours later, we got a document from CFTC saying that MyForex Funds is basically a scam, Ponzi scheme, and that they have scammed, I think, 170 million out of their customers. And in that document, there are some very shady practices mentioned that MyForex Funds was doing behind closed doors. So I pulled out the three most important things from the document. First one is MyForex Funds is not taking your trades. Again, when you win money, they lose money. When you lose money, they don't do anything. But when you lose money, you fail the challenge and then they get the challenge fee. The winning traders are being paid out from the challenge fees. So this one we already knew. I mean, most people knew about this and most consistently profitable traders knew that these prop firms are not really taking your trades and that your payouts are going from the challenge fees. But that's okay. Look, as long as the payouts are coming, it doesn't really matter if the prop firm is taking your trades or not. There is a clear conflict of interest, but if you're getting payouts, if you're getting steady payouts and good executions, then well, it's tolerable. Number two is using a software to manipulate the trading conditions. So this one was crazy. I didn't really expect this one. It's a really shady practice. So they were basically manufacturing the spreads, manufacturing the commission. They really wanted you to fail, and if you were a winning trader with a live account, they extended your spreads, they made your commissions higher, and basically they were doing everything they could in order for you to lose money or in order for you to lose the account. And this second thing is a clear indication of a scam. So the first thing, that MFF is not taking your trades, I mean, that's okay as long as you're getting payouts. But the second thing is a clear scam. They were clearly manipulating the market against you, extending your spreads, and this is now real fraudulent behavior. And the third one, which is also really important, they have a lot of text conversations between MFF employees and some sort of outside advisors basically talking how they can make profitable traders lose money. So they had this outside advisor that would program the market conditions in order for you to fail, so to expand the spreads and expand the commission. And they also talked in-house with text conversations saying this trader is making too much money, let's look into it, let's see how we can fail his account, let's see how we can disable his account. So they were actively working in the background in order to make the live traders fail, lose money, lose the account. And again, really fraudulent behavior, actively working behind the traders' back to make them fail, and it's completely awful and completely unethical. So to recap, first thing, not taking your trades. I mean, okay, we kind of already knew this. Second one, using a software to manipulate the markets, awful. And we have the third one, so people at MFF actively working to make you fail, make you lose money, make you lose the challenge. Completely unethical and completely wrong. Okay, so MyForex Funds is gone. I mean, after all of these accusations, like having a software that manipulates the market and people actively working against you, I don't see how they can recover from this situation. It's clear fraudulent behavior and they have broken so many laws in the US. So I really don't see them coming back. Will you get your money back? So I have a challenge running with them. It's a 50K challenge and it's like a $350 fee. Many people have pending payouts from my Forex funds. Will we get our money back? And I really don't think so. So from what I have seen in the finance industry, each time a company goes down or each time there's a scam, it's in crypto or in finance or in Forex or something like that, the investors don't get their money back. Like 90% or 95% of the cases, people don't get their money back. And when I saw that MFF had all of these scammer practices that they did in the background, now I definitely don't expect for people to get their money back. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. And the second question many of you probably have is, should you look at some other prop firms, maybe FTMO, the funded trader, E8 funding, stuff like that? Should you start a new funded challenge? Maybe pick a prop firm that is not US based, but maybe in Europe or somewhere else? Well, I would say no. So just wait out, wait for the situation to play out, wait to see if they will be cracking down on some other prop firms as well. Wait for the regulation to step in. So I really thought my Forex funds was legit and they were here to stay. They seemed very reliable to me. Again, that's why I recommended them as the best prop firm like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I know many traders that have gotten steady payouts from my Forex funds. So they were definitely giving payouts if you made money on the account. Now, the question you need to ask yourself is, if this reliable company that was actually paying out, and most of these prop firms are not paying out their traders, so if MFF was considered the best and reliable, but still in the background they did all of these scammer practices and actively worked against you making money, what do you think these other prop firms, these smaller prop firms are doing behind your back, doing behind closed doors, expanding the spreads, having software dedicated for you to fail, and also actively trying to make you lose money on the account? I personally think if the top dog like my Forex funds had all of these scammer practices, what are the other guys doing? I don't even want to know. And again, most of these prop firms will not even give you a payout. They will manufacture some sort of a rule that you broke and just take the account away from you. So for now, I would wait out the situation. I would be more patient. I would see what happens to my Forex funds, see what happens to, let's say, FTMO or some other bigger prop firm. And in the meantime, I would trade the live account, build a good track record, and try to attract some private investors. And just as another example, if you think you're safe with FTMO, let's say because they are in Europe, well, think again. I believe personally that FTMO is even more shady than my Forex funds. Again, I know a lot of traders who made a lot of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars on FTMO in January, and they have only gotten partial profits because, again, FTMO did not take their trades, and when it came time to pay out those traders, FTMO did not have enough money to pay them out because they were, again, not really taking their trades. So the prop firm model is very simple, and every single prop firm does the same thing. When you make money, they lose money. When you lose money, they make money. So all of their profits come from the challenge fees. Because of that, there is a clear conflict of interest, and because of that, they're actively trying to make you fail, make you lose the account, and make you not make any profits on the live account. But there is a bit of hope in the future. So we have some new regulations stepping in. The SEC will actively work with prop firms to make them regulated. Again, we may see some new prop firms that have better terms, that are not working against you, that are not working in the background actively trying to make you fail. But until that happens, I would advise stopping all of your prop firm activity, focusing on your live account, focusing on building a good track record and attracting private investors. So that would be it for the video, guys. Things like this do happen. So the markets crash, companies go under, their new regulation steps in. Again, it's just one of those moments that we as traders need to deal with and that we need to overcome. This may be a positive thing for the future because of some new regulation and because we know 98% of the traders trading prop firms do not reach their first payout. So this new regulation will probably save a lot of people a lot of money. So yeah, in the long term, this may be a good thing. So that's it for this video. See you guys in the next one.